Doctor, you have been summoned before the High Council of Gallifrey as witness to the concluding events of the Morbius War. Now, recite the events clearly, carefully, and chronologically, omitting no detail, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem.
Inquisitor, I've relayed these events 5 times already. If you need me to relay the events for a 6th time, might request you simply either study any of the other 5 accounts or research these events in the Matrix yourself.
Very well. Your incidents is noted. Please summarize the events succinctly.
Fine. As all of you know, Clarus, a senior member of the cult of Morbius, resurrected Morbius using the body of a Time Lord.
Which Time Lord, Doctor?
His name was Caleb. He was a good man. Clarus targeted him to get to me.
Continue.
In order to prevent a potential catastrophe, I crashed Clarus' ship, killing both him and Morbius in his resurrected form.
And were you alone in your task?
No. I was helped by a human being, Oliver Turner.
And where is he now?
I returned him to his own universe in my TARDIS.
So Morbius really is dead?
Yes.
And you accept responsibility for the murder of a fellow Time Lord?
Morbius threatened the entire universe. If I'd let him live, he would have come here and murdered every single Time Lord who stood in his way.
Very well, Doctor. The High Council commend you for your efforts in the Morbius War. You may go.
Thank you. Now Well, that was rude. Cut me off. Now then. Sorry, old girl. I need to get away. I'm fed up with the politics of the universe. I'm fed up with the Morbius War. And I'm fed up with the Time Lords. I just need to get away from it all. Take me somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Somewhere where I can escape. A new adventure.
Ship's log. Starship Artemis. 3rd solar cycle, 15th day, 1800 hours. My name is Katie Dibbold, scientific research assistant. I don't know how long I've been here. 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. But I'm trapped here. A few days ago, First Officer Raymond Parks went out to look for the rest of the crew. Hasn't come back since. I guess that makes me acting first officer now. There are things out there. Things I don't know how to describe.
Katie.
Well, I asked for the middle of nowhere. Best stay hidden, old girl. Don't want anyone to find you out here, do we? Spaceship crash? Vanus, only planet in the Ovar system. The Ovar sun itself is the smallest sun on scientific record, although I'm not sure if it is yet. Either way, I'm talking to myself. Great! Oh, and they say it's the first sign of madness. Raymond Parks, First Officer, Starship Artemis. Strange. Caleb? Caleb? Hello?
Who are you?
I'm the Doctor. Who might you be?
What are you doing here?
On Avernus? Oh, I was exploring. Could you put the gun down, please?
Exploring. There's nothing here.
I know it's not the most scenic planet ever, but I need a holiday. Could you put the gun down?
Why should I?
Because it's a bit rude to point guns at people.
How do I know that you don't have a gun?
Because I'm not a gun person, that's why. Now put it down.
No.
Please?
No.
Look, I know you're not going to fire that gun.
Why?
I can see it in your eyes. You're scared. You don't want to hurt anyone. You're not a violent person. Also, the safety is still on. So even if you were going to shoot me, it wouldn't do anything.
I'm not really a gun person either.
No, you're not. Not a bad thing, though.
How come?
Only idiots use guns. I fail wits, words, and science. Now, who are you?
Katie Dippold, acting first officer of Starship Artemis. Our ship crashed some way off, but some of the crew managed to launch an escape pod. Just over there.
Yes, I saw your ship. What happened?
Our system just failed as we tried to leave here. We came for a science expedition, exploring a new world, find new life, and log it all. I wasn't even supposed to be here. My uncle brought me on as his assistant. Thought I could learn something. Then when the ship crashed,
I'm sorry.
now I'm the last one.
So what happened to the rest of the crew? The ones that got on the escape pod?
Went looking for the wreckage at first. See if they could find anything alive. Then more of the crew went looking for them. And soon there was just me and the first officer. Then he left to see if he could find anything. He said he'd only been for a few minutes.
What was his name?
Raymond Parks.
Ah,
What?
I found his name badge.
So he's really gone. I just couldn't stay in the escape pod any longer. And then when I saw you, I thought...
You thought I was the reason your crew disappeared.
Thought so, but I'm not convinced.
On the upside, it means you didn't have to try and kill me with the safety on.
Says the guy who came here on holiday.
Been a busy few years. All my previous holidays kept getting interrupted. This seems to be no exception.
It's getting darker. Follow me. I'll take you to the escape pod. We don't want to be out too late.
What's up with too late?
It gets dark, and when it gets dark, it gets dangerous. We need to get to the escape pod.
Intriguing. Right, onwards and upwards. So why did you decide to join the Artemis?
I didn't. Not really. My uncle suggested it for me. He thought it would help me out, and I didn't really have much reason to stay at home. At least that way, I could see the universe.
Where are you from?
Stowe?
Ah, yes, I can imagine you wanted to leave.
I just don't know what I'm doing anymore.
How old are you?
21?
Oh well, you've got plenty of time to work that stuff out.
Yeah, everyone always says.
Well, I'm 5,076, so take it from me. You've got time.
You're how old?
5,076.
Right, thought you said that.
Universe is a big old place, Katie Dippold. Always worth exploring.
At least I've done something right then. I just wish I wasn't stuck in this planet.
You've kept yourself alive though, that's always a good thing. You're a survivor if nothing else.
I don't know if I want to be stranded on Avernus forever.
You don't have to be. My ship's only a couple miles away.
Really? Is it alright? Your ship?
Yeah, seems fine. I said take me to the middle of nowhere, and it certainly lives up to that.
Could you get me home?
I could take you wherever you wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just can't believe I can finally get away from here. I still don't understand why you wanted to come to Avernus in the first place.
A holiday.
Here.
It's a long story.
We've got all night. Can't go anywhere until morning.
You really want to know?
Yeah, I do.
There was a war, the Morbius War. My people against a tyrant called Morbius. They were fighting for the power over my home planet. They were across the entire universe. No one else even knew why we were fighting. But then, just when I thought it was all over, it started up again. My friend almost got hurt. My other friend, one of my people, he was murdered by Morbius, right in front of my eyes. I couldn't stop it, so I ended it. I killed Morbius. I ended the war. And then I went back home. My people questioned if I should have killed Morbius. I prevented a war. I saved maybe billions of lives. I saved their lives. But they didn't care. I didn't want a medal. I didn't want a reward or anything. All I wanted to do was to go home, and they ruined that for me. So I came here, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I just wanted to get away from it all.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
I have slightly ruined your holiday.
That's alright. I love a good mystery. Like, for example, what happened to your crewmates?
I don't know exactly. I just heard voices sometimes.
Voices? Ah, voices.
They talk to me.
What did they say?
They asked me to step outside the escape pod to find them outside. They call me.
I had voices too while I was out there. I thought I recognised the person. What are they?
I don't know, but I need some rest, and I think you do too. We'll head out in the morning when it's safe and get to your ship. Find somewhere comfortable to sleep. It will be a few hours till sunrise. The nights are short here on this planet.
Thank you.
Doctor?
Yeah?
Can you really get me home?
Yeah, I promise.
That's something to look forward to then.
What was that?
The voices.
Voices. Well, that certainly makes it interesting.
What are you doing?
I've got to find out what's going on here.
Don't open that door!
Why not?
You won't like what you see there.
I'm sorry, Katie, but I've got to.
It could kill us.
It could kill us whatever we do. At least this way we'll know what it is.
Please don't.
I'm scared.
You should be too.
Oh, believe me, I'm terrified, but I have to know. Whoever you are, know this. I'm the Doctor, Time Lord of Gallifrey, President-elect of the High Council, the oncoming storm. You frightened my friend here. You've even frightened me. But we just want to understand, okay? Now I'm going to open this door, and we're going to talk.
Hello, Doctor.
Caleb?
It's good to see you.
How can you be here?
He isn't.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I thought I was dead, but then I woke up. It was like a dream. I made my way here to find you.
But you died. You were possessed by Morbius.
Look, I don't understand either, but I'm here.
I can't believe it.
Doctor, snap out of it. It's not him. Whoever he is to you, it's not him.
But he's right there.
Come with me, Doctor. I'll give you all the answers you need.
Doctor, listen to me. It's not him.
Just give me a minute, will you?
Of course.
What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry, I should have told you. The voices aren't just voices. They're not random. They're the voices of the dead.
So that isn't Caleb.
I'm sorry.
How?
This is what they do. The voices. They called to all of us in the escape pod. They promised us whatever we wanted. They sounded just like our loved ones to get us out of here.
But Caleb was there. I saw him. It was so real.
But he's dead, isn't he? Was he the guy that you lost in the war?
Yes, I saw him die.
So how can he be here?
I don't know, maybe he regenerated or...
It's not him. I saw the same thing happen to the crew. Ray heard his daughter out there. The second officer saw her wife. They pretend to be someone we want to see.
So how come you didn't get tempted?
The only person they could take on was my uncle, and I knew for a fact he was dead.
Manipulating us with our own grief. I've never seen anything quite like it. What are they? Androids? No. They must be living. Some kind of fauna. But what?
We are the Reaper Men.
Ah, always handy when they have a name.
Don't get distracted, Doctor. It's not really him.
I know.
Come with me, Doctor. I can give you everything you ever wanted.
No, you're not Caleb, even if you look like him.
You can still come.
No, I won't.
A pity.
So you're tricksters, tempters, trying to encourage people to follow you. Where exactly?
If you must know, to their deaths.
You murdered my crew!
Their deaths were not in vain. We have tried for centuries to understand the universe. In our natural form, we cannot live as others do. We are gaseous. We don't consume, or breathe, or emote as other creatures do. With the humanoids, though, we can finally take physical form.
Using their bodies to construct new ones for yourselves, rewriting their entire DNA.
A clever deduction. What are you then, Doctor? You are unlike the other humanoids. This Caleb was a Time Lord, I believe.
And you must be a low-level telepathic. So that's what you do then. Tap into the grief centers of the brain, find a suitable form, and tempt people into their deaths.
That was the old way. With the bodies, we can live.
And take corporeal form.
We are many, you are few. We must take corporeal form and spread across this universe. We must find new bodies to inhabit. We shall evolve.
That's sick! You can't just harvest people!
We only want to live as others do.
Jealousy. You want what you can't have, what you weren't given.
Evolution.
It's not evolution, it's wrong.
It's unfair.
Life's unfair, not Caleb. That's the way it goes. You can't just steal what you want from other races.
I do not understand your argument.
Didn't think you would. Try explaining life, the universe, and everything to a cloud.
I am no longer in my primitive form. I am corporeal.
So whose body have you got?
From your grief, I believe his name was Robert Dippold.
You monster!
The form of another is better than no form at all.
So you trick people to their deaths? How?
This planet is full of hazards. Forest fires, rivers to drown in, cliff faces to fall from, predators to eat prey. The ecosystem unfolds.
And by taking the bodies of other people, you're preventing the ecosystem from unfolding. The food chain ceases to be, the natural order turns into disorder. You'll hurt this planet and you'll destroy almost everything in the universe to achieve your own selfish desires. I can't let you do this.
Try and stop us.
Casey, when I say run, run. Run!
We must pursue them.
Don't stop, we need to get away.
I'm just decloaking it.
What the hell?
Get inside now.
What is this place?
She's my ship, the TARDIS.
But it was invisible, and then it looked like a box.
Yes, the police box is meant to be a disguise. Not a very good one though, so I managed to fix invisibility shields. Keeps it protected.
But it's
Yes?
bigger on the inside.
Is it? I had noticed.
Won't those things be able to get in?
I sealed the doors. They won't be able to get in, even in their gaseous state.
So what do we do?
We need to think. We've got no idea how many Reaper men there are, or even if they can be counted like that.
What do you mean?
Well, if they're gaseous entities that form into different races, is that one cloud of gas for each person they take on? Or is the whole entity forming someone? Hard to tell.
But the Reaper men said they were trying to create physical forms for themselves. Can't we just kill those ones and stop them from taking everyone else?
Killing them shouldn't be part of the plan, Katie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a plan now?
I'm trying to come up with one, yes. Somehow we need to stop people from coming to Avarnus.
Not many people do come here. We're kind of the exceptions.
It's the sort of place people stop off on, have a look around, and go back. But if anyone does that, the Reaper men will form the body of someone they lost, trick them into killing themselves, and use their body to create a physical form for themselves.
That could take years though.
Centuries even. But the Reaper men could probably live that long.
How?
Think about it. They don't need food or water. The planet naturally gives them all the sunlight they need. They're virtually unkillable.
Great. That's encouraging.
So we need to somehow stop people from coming here. Starve more victims forever.
Forever's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Makes it almost impossible.
Could we send some kind of signal to stop people from coming here?
How well is that going to work though?
Doctor,
Yeah?
We never knew how my ship crashed. One minute we were fine, and then we entered the atmosphere. And suddenly the whole thing went haywire and we crashed. I always thought it was a system failure, but what if it was them? The Reaper Men?
Gaseous entities needed physical bodies. Big old ship enters the atmosphere, and all the Reaper Men need to do is clog up a few internal systems, and suddenly, there's fresh meat.
They killed everyone.
Which means that they could do that to any ship that enters the atmosphere.
How come they didn't do that to yours?
My ship didn't so much land as materialise. I doubt they even realised I was arriving before I turned the shields on. I'm amazed it took so long trying to get me.
If you're not human, maybe they didn't understand what you were.
They didn't understand what humans were before they came here. The Reaper Men must be used to all sorts of different life forms coming here. It doesn't make any sense unless...
What?
Did you notice anything odd about the way the Reaper Man spoke?
It was almost robotic-like.
Like it didn't have any emotions.
Yeah.
The Reaper Men are gaseous entities. They don't fully comprehend emotions because they're not supposed to have them. They've been evolving all this time, adapting to physical form. I'm wondering if they didn't attack us because they were curious.
Curious.
Wanting to watch us, examine us, to understand us. Which means... I have a plan.
A plan?
Part of a plan. It's going to be pretty difficult though, and I don't know how the old girl's going to react to it.
Are you going to explain it?
We are going to put this entire plan 1 second out of sync with the rest of the universe. No one would ever be able to find it, and the Reaper Men will be trapped here forever.
Okay, how are we going to do that?
Didn't I mention I have a time machine?
A time machine. This is a time machine.
Yes.
You're insane.
Yes.
Do you really think we can do this?
Yes.
Okay, how?
Give me 5 minutes, I'm just going to grab some things from my workshop.
Your workshop. Time machine. Right. Not something you see every day.
Alright, you wanted me? You've got me. Doctor. Oh no, who's that meant to be? You. Do I really look like that? Why are you in my form? I thought you could only take on the forms of dead loved ones. But you are dead, Doctor. You think you are anyway. The war killed you. Stop trying to get inside my head. How dare you, Space? Get out of my head!
We are in your mind, Doctor. We are in everyone's mind. Grief is a powerful emotion.
So powerful you use it to manipulate people into getting themselves killed. Yes, I know.
Why so angry, Doctor? This is the way of the universe.
No, this is manipulating the way of the universe.
Life evolves.
You want to see life? Look over there. This is life. Trees, grass, a huge sky. Creatures depend on all of this. You thrive in places like this. You're not living life at all. You're taking life away.
We are taking life to preserve life.
Your lives are already preserved. Don't you understand? You can see anything and everything. You've lived for God knows how long, and yet all you've done is taken away from the universe. Why don't you observe it? Appreciate it.
We want life. We deserve life.
There's no deserve. You want physical form. You can't have it. That's the way it is.
We can, Doctor. We can.
Doctor!
We shall take your form. Your alien physiology is new to us, but we shall use it to our advantage.
Doctor!
Is it ready?
Yes.
Is what ready?
I gave you a chance, Reaper Men. You should have taken it. Now I say run, run. Run! Did you put the devices out?
I put them as far away from each other as I could. I'm not sure if it was far enough.
We'll have to see.
That's really not encouraging. That doesn't sound too good.
We haven't covered enough of the planet's surface. If we keep going like this, Obanus will be split in two. It'll be a catastrophe.
What do we need to do?
Well, we need to put another device out.
We can't do that. The Reaper Men will kill us.
That shouldn't be a problem.
How come?
We need to put it on the opposite side of the planet. That way we can drag the whole planet 1 second out of sync with the rest of the universe.
We're gonna need to get there pretty fast.
We've got a time machine, remember? Right, landed. Opposite side of Obanus. Do you want the honours or shall I?
I want to. For my crew and for my uncle.
I'm sure I'll be proud of you.
Wish me luck.
Once it's placed, I'll attempt to move the planet. Come back to the task when you're done.
Just don't leave me.
I won't. Good luck.
It's ready!
Come on, little girl. Let's make this work. We certainly did.
So what now?
Now the entire planet of Ivanis is 1 second out of sync with the rest of the universe. No one will be able to come here, no one will be able to escape.
It's over then.
It is. Want to say one last goodbye to the place?
You know what? I'm alright.
Yeah, can't blame you. So then, where do you want to go?
Go?
This is a space-time machine, you know. I can take you anywhere in the universe, quick trip around the cosmos, and then back home in time for tea.
Is it always like this?
Mostly, yeah.
I don't think I could do this all the time. Not like you. So many people died because of the Reaper Man.
It's not your fault.
And I'm not saying it's yours, but I can't keep doing this, I'm sorry.
Home it is then. Planet Stowe.
It's weird. I almost feel like I never left.
You never did. You left in the Artemis 20 minutes ago.
What about the timeline?
You're far enough away from each other. You shouldn't be able to do too much damage.
Thank you, Doctor,
For what?
for saving my life and for taking me home afterwards.
It was no problem at all. Now I better be off. Oh, but before I go, just do one thing for me.
What?
Have a good life. For me, have a fantastic life.
I will.
Will I ever see you again?
Oh yeah, I'll be around for Christmas dinners and everything.
Doctor.
I don't know. Maybe one day. Time will tell.